What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. So, the new event is live, and because I want to start farming like crazy, I figured I'd, for once, record the level 100 stage immediately when the event comes out. By the way, the Asuna banner is live if you want to summon for that. I still recommend, if you watch my breakdown, that if you pulled Kirito and Adis, I recommend not chasing her, because there's really no reason to. She's good. I'm not gonna say she's not good, but the only real thing that sells her is the fact that she is a dual kind of like debuff damage multiplier, and the fact that she links with Kirito with the active skill. So since I have Kirito and Adis, I will not be going for her. I did the first step just because, you know, I was still gonna be at 1,000 diamonds, so I was like, why not? First step, didn't get anything, so I'm like, okay, we move on. But let's hop into the event. This is a Kirito and Asuna event, obviously, to go with the new Asuna. And it looks like I haven't read it because I'm just trying to kind of like rush through it, but I'll read it later. But it just kind of looks like, you know, their early days before they were obviously dating, when they were just, you know, clearing floors and stuff like that. But let's go ahead. Let's go to level 100. Obviously, it is a dark enemy, so you want to bring a light team if you can manage it. By the way, there is a new Ordinal Battle up. Unfortunately, the new Ordinal Battle does not have any Rainbow Moons, so I don't know where we're going to be getting Rainbow Moons from. So we'll just have to see with that. But what I am happy to see is that they now are because the first event, the ranking event, only gave us 50, but this one gives us a straight 100 rainbow moon or light moon. So that's another limit break I'm gonna be able to put on my Kirito. I recommend only working on one character at a time, otherwise you're never gonna get anyone to 120. I know some people may want to, if you have all three of these new units, you might want to kind of split things up, you know, get all three of them to 105 first and then keep moving. But that's obviously your choice. I'm personally just gonna get Kirito to 120 before I move on. Which actually, since we're here, let's, well, actually, because I should have the 50 from the previous event still in my box, I believe. I'm just gonna, if I have enough right now, I'm gonna limit break him right here, because I think the other event only gave 50, so... Oh no, I only have 83. How do I only have 83? Well, whatever. Apparently I don't have what I thought I had. Unless I just didn't grab it from the event shop. Because I know we got 100 from, well, we got 100 from this, right? Oh, I didn't grab them yet. Oh, well, let's just do this. Okay, I'm done. There we go. Which I'll be farming more of those tickets, later, because it'll be much easier to do on this event as opposed to a ranking event where you have to keep clicking over and over to restart the mission. But yeah, now let's limit break this Kirito to 110. Second limit break, so we need 2 more for this Kirito to be fully maxed out. And the picture apparently will slightly change once we hit 120, so it'll look a little bit nicer. So there we go there, a little bit more of a stat boost right here for this Kirito, so he'll hit a bit harder. Which I'll probably hop back into the ranking just to see if I can do a little bit more. Looks like I'm in 5th right now. Alright, now enough stalling. Let's hop into level 100, we fight this Genbu, and let's just see how it kind of goes. We are going to use my usual method of where we get off the first incarnate and then we back out and do it again, because if you want to get all the turn rewards, that's the best way to do it. This guy wasn't hitting too hard on the level 90, so we'll see how he does here. He debuffs all except light, so make sure you're not bringing anything except light units into this. Not that I really need to tell anybody that, because that's how most events are in general. Alright, so we are not going to worry about breaking, because we're just going to I think we're going to incarnate and then active link. So what I want to do here is, we'll bring you out. We're going to enhance mode, so your charge gets that extra boost to get us over 100%. Just like that. Do a little tiny bit of damage there. And then let's see what this is going to do for us. So this is going to leave... Okay, this is perfect. So we're going to incarnate here, and then we'll active skill with Kirito and Adis, and then we'll back out before his incarnate would hit. We're not going to worry about breaking down his gauge. It would, obviously, if I was going for the long run for this fight, like if I wasn't going to, you know, cheese it by backing out, I would definitely have used Kirito's Enhance right here to kind of give a boost. But that would have just made it so we won't be able to stop right before we get attacked. So that little bit of extra damage won't be there, but that's okay. 109,000 right there, not bad. Obviously, and I have to reiterate this because there's always someone who comments saying this. This method won't work for everybody because everyone has different teams and units. So if you don't have these units, then obviously this will not work for you. Exactly. Now, if you have a Kirito and just any other Adis, you know, which, it's really unfortunate because it's like, it's really not going to work that way either, because, there's no light Adis and there's no light Kirito, besides these two, that I'm aware of, I'm pretty sure. So, running the other versions, really doesn't work together if you're trying to get that, final attack for the active link. Alright, so let's see how much that knocked down there. Okay, about a third. And then we're going to knock down a little bit more right here with this. It'll be really nice once we have a... I mean, we do have a single sword Kirito. Once we're able to have a light attribute single sword Kirito, we'll be able to get all those boosts for Adis and Kirito together. So we'll go ahead, we'll do this. Let's see how much that's going to do. 27,000, okay. This should be around the same, okay, 38,000. And then this should be anywhere from like 50 to 80,000, I feel like. Okay, it went above the one I thought it was going to do. Alright, cool. So we only need to do that one more time. Really, having that active link really does make all the difference. It really does seem, because that whole active link, just between two characters, did about just as much as our full incarnate with 4 characters. That's pretty crazy. Then again, some of those characters are older units, so it's a little bit different, but normally I end up having to do, especially for a light attribute, it's pretty crazy. I usually end up having to run through 2, 3, 4 times, or 3, 4 times, during an event like this, you know, backing out and going back in, but we're only going to have to do this twice. Obviously, because I have both Kirito and Adis, it makes things a little bit easier, but even without both of them, you know, if I were to just use any Kirito and Adis, I still really wouldn't want to, just for the sole reason of you get hit with that debuff, which actually, it really wouldn't matter. Because as long as you don't have them on your front row, like let's say your back 2 units were like a Dark Kirito and a Dark Adis, you could just switch them out for this if you were using this method to just kind of cheese it. It would work because you're going to back out before you would even get hit anyway. So I guess you could use it. You wouldn't get that extra damage, obviously, from having light units against Dark, but it still might help a little bit. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing here. And now we'll do our incarnate. Speed through this real quick so Kirito can get his slashing done. $107,000. And then sometime during the active link, the boss should... If he doesn't die from this, he'll die from the active link. I don't think he would die from this. But, I guess we'll just have to, see. Ooh, during the active link, I might have Adis heal, because we're going to be completing it, and I don't want to, like, the lower than 50% thing. I think it's for your whole party, but you may just want to be safe just in case. Alright, so that takes care of that. What else, is left? I don't think this... It might end him. Are you dead? No, okay, you're like just there. Okay. Yeah, we'll heal with Aegis during this. Okay, it gets a little bit up. And this should be enough. Yep, okay. Perfect. 15 turns. That's insane. What we're gonna see what's the lowest thing you need to make sure you hit, because I don't think any of these level 100s I've ever gotten it that low. Okay, so that takes care of that. So now I have all the missions completed. Obviously, with these new units and being able to go past level 100 makes things a lot easier. B rank, where are the turns? 75 turns, 70 turns. What are you supposed to beat it under? 40 turns? Is that the lowest one? That's the lowest one. So I did it in less than half of what you need with these two new units. That's crazy. So I feel like for a good while, these events will probably stay pretty easy, but I would expect in like a month or two, we might start seeing like level 110 and level 120 stages for people who start having, you know, full parties of, well, you won't have full parties, but you'll start to have like parties of like 1 or 2 level 120s, you know, people starting to get up to that, but, that's pretty much it. We've already seen the event shop. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! He shouldn't be summonable yet, but, by the way, the dailies and weeklies, actually, I don't know if it's the dailies, but the weeklies have moons in them, so you can start farming up little amounts of those. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh's thing is not up yet, to summon. It'll probably either be the next event or the event after where we're actually able to summon for Yu-Gi-Oh! But, let me know how this event was for you guys. I assume people who have the Asuna as well, probably, like, if you have all 3, you're probably smacking this event, you know, in less turns than I did. But, yeah. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.